So President Biden gives the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia a free hall pass on murder and says he has immunity. While student loan debt forgiveness still hangs in the balance, as many complain this was a tactic just to get votes, and the new House GOP lays out plans to go after Biden and his son, and FTX issued massive loans to the CEO with no trail on how the stolen money was spent. Meanwhile, Tesla, stock ticker symbol TSLA, is taking a beating, and investors ask the board to stop the bleeding. And if you want to know how to get a huge credit limit increase on your credit card, well, I can tell you how to do that. Folks, my name is Kevin. Capital Kevin, all caps. And on this channel, I focus on the news, the money, and the motivation. So please subscribe, turn on notifications, and give this video a like. All right, so Tesla's stock is currently taking a beating on the public market, and thousands of investors are now asking the company's board to act to stop the bleeding. While the overall stock market has seen a downturn over the last few months, there's no doubt that Tesla has had it harder than most. Now, the automaker's stock appears to have lost momentum, and Tesla CEO Elon Musk selling tens of billions of dollars worth of shares over the last year did not help. Today, Tesla's stock dropped almost 7%, which is a significant drop for a company of that size. Over the last 3 months, Tesla has seen its valuation fall from nearly $1 trillion to close to $500 billion. So the company lost roughly half of its value over a relatively short period of time. And now Tesla investors are asking the company's board of directors to act to stop the bleeding with a share buyback program. So a share buyback program consists of a company buying its own shares at the market price. And it's generally a sign that the company believes its stock is undervalued and is a way to boost the stock price by taking some outstanding shares off the market. Now, last month, Elon Musk said that Tesla's board was seriously considering a buyback program between $5 and $10 billion, but it is still up to the board to move forward with it. And it still hasn't. Now, a change.org petition started by Alexandra Mers is accumulating an impressive number of signatures from retail investors asking Tesla's board to implement a share buyback program. Mers wrote in the petition that retail investors in Tesla stock would like the board of Tesla Incorporated to consider share buybacks at the earliest convenience, to use the remaining 6 weeks of 2022. And folks, honestly, the current stock price represents an excellent opportunity to buy a greatly undervalued stock. This is not financial advice, but the petition lists 4 main reasons for going forward with the program. Now, here they are. Benefit from a currently very undervalued stock price. Show confidence in Tesla's future results. Act before the 1% tax on share buybacks becomes applicable on January 1st, 2023. Operate the buyback under current SEC rules, which will change reporting standards in the foreseeable future. So the petition has already accumulated over 4,000 signatures, which should likely get the attention of the board. Comment down below if you guys own any Tesla stock, any shares in Tesla. Kind of curious on your take of the company's new valuation and the direction that it could possibly be going. Perhaps maybe downhill, similar to other ownership interests that Elon Musk has, like Twitter. All right, so now let's talk about this money. Now, folks, I know a lot of you have been asking me about the $10,000, the 10K. It's quick, simple, easy. You can get an answer in as little as 24 hours. It's free to apply. The link is in the description. Go check it out. But at the same time, I would have to be asking myself, what else can I do to bring in more money? Perhaps maybe I could work 2 jobs, maybe get a third. And then once I have made more money, where will I put it? It needs to be in a safe place to be protected. And that answer may not necessarily be a bank. You see what I'm saying? Now, not only am I looking to make more money, now for the folks that need the loan, again, the link is in the description. But I want to figure out how can I make more money, and most importantly, once I have that money, where is the safest place for it to be? Where is the safest place for it? Now, obviously, in my opinion, I want my money to continuously grow in value. so that it's not just sitting somewhere safely, but also becoming less valuable because of inflation. However, recent reports show that the banks may not necessarily be the safest place for our money. Now, I'm going to get into that in just a moment. That is really only a problem for the folks that have the money, which I'm assuming you all are in that category. And if you're not, then let's get there. We need to make the money. Now, should I work more? Should I get a second job? Do I already have 2 jobs? Maybe should I get a third? Well, everybody's train of thought, everybody's opinion, everybody's past experiences may be different. For me, I've tried a lot of different strategies. I've tried working multiple jobs. I've tried working one well-paying job. And I've also tried owning businesses and investing in cash flow producing assets that allow me to make money without even having to actually work. Instead, I make the money work for me. Now, in my opinion, this is the best and greatest opportunity and position to be in for making more money. However, not everyone has that ability. You need the money to make the money. So if I'm looking at it as I need more money, number one, I'm going to spend less, because the less I spend, the more I have. Number two is, how much do I make? What do I do and how much do I make? That's the number one. How can I make more doing what I do? Because if I make, let's just say $20 an hour, and I work 40 hours a week, and I still want to earn more money, am I looking to get another job making $20 an hour to work another 40 hours a week, 80 hours a week? Or would I be better served to find a way to increase my income to $40 an hour and still work 40 hours a week? Because in essence, it's going to produce the same monetary return on income. However, my time is not doubled, as my time is directly related to how much money I make. So I have to look at, what am I doing, where am I working, and what is my upward mobility to increase the income where I work for the time being, because I don't want to work forever. I don't want to continuously and forever have to trade my time for dollars. So wherever I work, am I capped? Is there a ceiling? Am I already at the top? Because if any of those answers are yes, then I need to change where I work, plain and simple. Perhaps maybe yes, but, or yes, and. Yes, you're capped. And if you had greater skill or additional skill or certification or continued education or whatever it may be, or maybe even certain tools in your arsenal, then you're capped until you achieve these extras that can then take you to the next level. So I'm going to be taking advantage of that. I'm going to be learning. I'm going to be educating myself. I'm going to try to extract knowledge from whoever's around me. I'm going to be taking online courses. I'm going to be using my free time to invest in myself, to make myself more valuable to the company that I work for, that I rely on for my income, to allow me to increase my income without increasing my time. I will forever, always invest in myself. I have no qualms with that whatsoever. I can't put a price tag on that, period. If that's not an option, then guess what? I need to go find a new job. I need to go find a different job that pays more and or has greater upward mobility. And perhaps maybe a job that has on-the-job training that can allow me to grow within the company, to put myself in a position to be more valuable, to earn more money. I don't want to increase the amount of time and effort and energy I exert. I don't want my output to have any real connection or correlation with my income. I want to find ways to continuously maximize my return on my investment of my time so that every minute is more valuable to me and the company, ultimately putting me along on a path to wealth that would allow me the ability to have that money that we spoke about earlier that I could then put out into the world, into the business world, to allow the economy to work for me and not me work for the economy. So we've talked about this before. When that's all said and done, which there are so many ways of doing it. I brought you guys a live stream yesterday with some good friends of mine, the Real Estate Agents of America. We are working on their YouTube channel. Now, again, these folks, they have done really well for themselves in real estate. And they are now looking at ways of increasing their income by bringing in an additional revenue and income source through what can become a passive income stream of YouTube channel content creation for multiple reasons. And as a real estate agent, I shouldn't have to explain to you why. However, we're working on that. I have several friends and family members who are doing the same. And I'll have to say right now, I'm going to put you guys on to a little secret. I'm going to share the sauce with you guys, okay? And the simple fact of the matter is, in my opinion, if you don't agree with me, that's perfectly fine. But in my opinion, 2022, 2023, if you're not making content, what are you doing? Why? And I'm gonna spell it out for you. Most people have the ability to do it. They have a cell phone. They have a smartphone with a relatively good camera. If you're not making content, why? It really is no cost to you. However, folks are making content. They're making content quite often. So the second question I have for you is, if you're making content and you're not monetizing that content, why? I don't get it. Like I said, lots of friends and family members and I are working together to create content that is going to continuously be monetized to further increase income and further produce more passive income streams so that we can put our money to work for us. I'm not saying everybody's even going to be on camera, but there are ways that you can invest in yourself and your business and your content creation and whatever platform it may be that would allow you to use your money to work for you to bring back even more money so that you can spend time with your family. You can spend time with the hobbies you enjoy. You can spend time building other businesses and continuously growing and building your success. Further investing in great opportunities that are going to be presenting themselves relatively soon. Now, once we have that money, we got to protect that money. The banks, look, there are stories on YouTube. You guys can find them. There are videos of folks on YouTube talking about, these are news broadcasts of folks saying, I went to check my bank account balance. I think a lady, she needed thyroid surgery. She said she went to check her bank account balance and it was zero. Another woman goes to a bank and they said it took them 3 hours to try to find her account. They couldn't find it. What?
I went to log on to my online banking and it kept saying account locked.
So she called Bank of America's 800 number repeatedly.
And the young lady said, we decided to close your account.
With no adequate explanation, she says. A business decision, the bank told her. What's worse, Blanton could not get her money.
It was right before me getting ready to have the surgery.
The surgery she mentioned, it was for thyroid cancer. A difficult time all around. So Christina Blanton reached out to us for help. We contacted Bank of America. The response from a bank spokeswoman was vague. We can't share information about an individual account for reasons of privacy. Right after we contacted Bank of America, she got a call from a higher up at the bank.
She apologized first and stated that they decided to reevaluate my situation and to open my account back up.
How panicked would you be if you had money in the bank and could not get to it, all because the bank said your account was closed? That was one woman's ordeal, and it went on for months.
Recently, I received a letter from Chase Bank, who I've been banking with for the past 18 years, and they are blacklisting me without explanation for no reason.
Woke up the other day or yesterday and checked my bank account and saw that it was at zero. They had given me no notice. They just closed my account.
The bank closed her account and gave her no explanation for it. And this bank is HSBC, which is located in the UK, y'all. That's why I told you that this is going on worldwide. There is no one place that this is happening to. It is happening everywhere.
So HSBC closed my account on the 3rd of October. And it took them 3 weeks to issue a cheque, which I paid in on the 20th of October. And I've waited and waited for the cheque to clear. And now I've spoken to Barclays and it's been reversed. They reversed the cheque. And it's for £60,000. Such a lot of money. And it's all the money that I've made. And I'm just so angry, and I didn't know whether to go on here and say about it. I don't know what to do.
Folks, I'm not telling you to take your money out the bank. I'm not telling you to do that. But I am saying that me personally, I'm going to continuously diversify the strategic places that I put my money so that I never find myself in a situation where I'm completely locked out. All the while, money in the bank doesn't make me money. Just saying. I want cash flow producing assets. Money in the bank is safe, so to speak, but it doesn't, the 2.75, the 3.25, whatever annual percentage rate, annual return yield, high interest savings accounts. I don't care about that. No. I want 8%. I want 10%. I want 12%. I'm not going to say I'm greedy, but I want the opportunity for 30% return on my investment, which, by the way, is possible. I'm going to share that in a video with you guys probably Friday. Make sure you check out the video I put up on Friday. After everybody's settled down and had a great Thanksgiving. By the way, I hope you all have a great Thanksgiving. Spend some time with your family and friends and loved ones. Gather around the dinner table and the dining room table, and just, really, I hope you guys have a great Thanksgiving. I'm here in Atlanta right now, and we're here for Thanksgiving, so we're spending time with the family, and I hope you guys are doing the same. I hope you guys are well and happy, and spending time with loved ones, and just putting all the other nonsense to the side, and just like separating and detoxing, and just live in the moment. We don't get a lot of opportunities to do that, so let's live in the moment. All that other stuff will still be there after. So Friday, I'm gonna drop that one for you guys, because me personally, I want my money to continuously always work for me, even if it's not invested in a business per se that I own. I want it to be invested in the market, in assets. Now, I'm not always looking for an immediate return. I do prefer actually to invest long term, because I don't really need the money right now. I'm really more so looking at it as increasing net worth, increasing my portfolio value, and building generational wealth for generations to come. So far, there's just one. I guess she'll take it all. But the point is that I want to make this. I don't want to necessarily make it more difficult. I don't want to necessarily just hand it over and make it easy, but I definitely don't want to make it harder. And I know that there are a lot of well-off, financially stable, wealthy families out there that have been doing this for years, and I'm going to incorporate that in mine, plain and simple. However, accounts are being frozen. Funds are being locked. The runaround at the banks and with the tellers and different things like that, they are happening. We've got a 12-week pilot program rolling out for the CBDC, the central bank digital currency. I'm not extremely excited about it. However, I am going to be focused on it and paying attention to it and bring you guys more information and updates about it, but also figuring out ways that I'm going to be able to use that and leverage it to increase my income, gain greater returns on my investments. I'm not going to use it or allow it to wipe me out and cancel me out. I don't care whose agenda that is. I don't care what their plan is. I am not going to allow it. I'm going to continuously fight for what I want. You know, they say, you know, the American dream, you know, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Well, I like to see somebody stop me from trying to pursue my happiness. And, you know, money isn't the key to happiness, but it could probably allow you to buy that key. I'm just playing, it's a joke. But simple fact of the matter is, folks, I know that the path that we're on, we're going to see increased prices. We're going to see more inflation. We're going to see higher interest rates. We're going to see some changes in the auto industry. We're going to see some changes in the housing market. We're going to see some major, serious, intense changes in the job market with folks getting laid off left and right. I can guarantee you. Now, I said this about a week ago. It was a Sunday, and I posted a video and I said, I guarantee you tomorrow, being Monday, we'll see new headlines and new announcements of more layoffs. Well, ironically, that Monday, Amazon announced they were cutting 10,000 jobs. Well, now we're seeing Google, or Alphabet owns Google, saying that they're going to be cutting 10,000 jobs. And we actually, Economic Prepper, we talked about it last night on a live stream. Sorry about the live stream. My phone battery died in the middle of the live stream and it just cut it off. So I apologize for that. My bad. Sorry. Rule number one, if you're going to do a live stream, charge your phone. So Google is now laying off 10,000. Well, here's the deal. In my opinion, this is just how I see things playing out. Nobody wants to be the first one. It's like a middle school social. It's like a middle school dance. The guys are on one side, the girls on the other. At least that's how it was when I was in middle school. Now, a little different. Maybe the guys are dancing with guys. I don't know. But anyway, nobody wanted to be the first one to jump into the middle and start dancing. Nobody did. But once someone did, then everybody else followed suit. And that's where we are with these big companies and these big corporations. Walmart, little announcement. We're going to cut 1,500 jobs at warehouse distribution in Atlanta. But then Amazon, but then you got Bed Bath & Beyond. Bed Bath & Beyond, they're going through bankruptcy. That's a different story. Amazon is not. Walmart is not. However, when Amazon stepped up and said, you know what? We're going to cut 10,000. We're going to cut 10,000 jobs out of here. Not mentioning that they had already lost 80,000 jobs. They just didn't replace them. So now we're at 90,000 jobs. Well, they were the first ones to go step out on the dance floor and start dancing. So now Google's like, Alphabet's like, yo, all right, we don't have to be the first ones to look bad. All right, yeah, we're going to cut 10,000 too. Jeff Bezos, though, the crazy part about it is Jeff Bezos like, yo, we're going to cut more jobs. We're cutting 10,000 jobs, but I'm giving away $100 million to Dolly Parton. Sorry you lost your job, but I'm donating to Dolly Parton. Now, Alphabet is next. Google's next. My theory is that we're going to see more big name companies announcing more large quantity layoffs. Twitter's a little bit of a different story there. That one kind of got out of hand. That kind of got a little out of control. The Twitter employees called Elon's bluff. But I think that we're going to see more companies that are either struggling financially or not happy with the amount of employment that they took on during the pandemic, their current revenues, ultimately where their profit margins sit and how much money they're making. And we're going to see a lot more folks, a lot more big name companies stepping up to the plate and axing thousands of jobs, crippling folks and families in this economy because they won't be the first ones. Everyone else is doing it. That's the thing they're going to say. Well, everyone else is doing it, which means that employment is going to be harder to come by. It's going to be more challenging. There's going to be more competition, and the employers are going to further regain control over the employee, thus allowing them the ability to control wages, keeping you down as far as how much you can earn, and increasing the amount of time that you're going to spend at the company, therefore putting you in a position where you'll never actually really be financially stable enough to be in a position to step aside from that and use that money to make money. Plain and simple. Now, there's some folks out there that may want to go out and step out on a limb and borrow. The link's in the description. Up to $10,000. You could get it in approval as little as 24 hours. The link's in the description. And if you're courageous enough and you wanted to go out on that limb and use that $10,000 to start a business that could end up being $100 million business, go for it. This is not financial advice. You can do whatever you want. But the odds are most people won't. Most people won't take the risk. So that these companies are going to regain their control that the pandemic and government spending, stimulus spending, and emergency CARES Act and PPPs and all that other money that was pumped out by Jerome Powell when he had the Fed chair had the money printer on. Mitch McConnell, he talking about like, no more. We're done. Too much money out there. They're going to regain that control, folks. So, in my opinion, what I value most is my time, and my pursuit of happiness is continuously having more time and the ability to do what I want while not sacrificing my life and my lifestyle and my livelihood and my comfort and my ability and my enjoyment and my ability to travel whenever I want. I don't want to compromise that and be stuck in a job or a corporate 9-to-5 or 7 to 6 or 7 to 7 or 24-hour on call. None of that. Because even with that, there's folks out there who believe that I'm in a great job, I'm in a great career, I'm in a great industry. But I want to share something with you guys. I want to share a story with you about a man who got hurt off the job. So this man got hurt off the job. Now he had a great job, but he got hurt off the job. So the injuries were not workers' comp related. There's no insurance related. So the great job that he had that was not in jeopardy whatsoever, he can't go to because he's hurt, he's injured. He was critically injured, and he wound up in intensive care in the hospital, in the burn unit. And so the man is sitting in the hospital unable to go to work, although he has a great job and, it's not in jeopardy whatsoever. It's really unaffected by the economy. It's a unique recession-proof type of job. And that's what I want you guys to realize is that some folks think that they have a great job. They have a great career. And you may. I'm not doubting that you do. But there are outside circumstances that are beyond your control that could put you in a situation that could wind you up injured or possibly hurt or whatever it may be that takes you out of the ability to do that job that makes you that money. Unless you have multiple streams of income, multiple businesses, multiple investments, passive income streams coming in. Now you're sitting up laid up in a hospital bed and you can't go to work and you're not making any money. Now this man just so happened to be Jay Leno. And Jay Leno's fine. Jay Leno got money. Jay Leno will going to forever have money. But for the folks out there who are not Jay Leno, no matter how good your job is, you need to have a way to continuously produce income even if you're not going to work and or you can't go to work. Think about that. You guys take care. Be safe. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.